Okay, good evening. Good evening, in case the first one didn't hit. So, checking out Mechanicus. Normal, of course. Iron Man, of course. Permadeath, yes, definitely. I guess I should read this, huh? I kind of feel weird about reading what's in front of my eyes aloud. But oh well. They are the tech priests of Mars, guardians and reclaimers of humanity's technology, ever searching for remnants of knowledge from man's glorious past, exploring the depth of the galaxy for worlds long lost to mankind. In the name of their machine god, they manufacture the Imperial war machines within gigantic foundries known as Forge Worlds. Gradually, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus shed their human weaknesses, replacing the limbs and organs with machinery that is both stronger and spiritually pure. Their leaders, the inscrutable Magi, protect the Forge Worlds and explore the furthest corners of the galaxy with their cohorts of Skitari troops. It is a time of warfare, tragedy, and portents of doom. Across this benighted galaxy, the Deptus Mechanicus are one of mankind's last defenses against a new dark age. Or perhaps they will be the ones to hasten its dawn. Okay, so I expected the binary talk. I like the visuals here. An echo in the noosphere, Magos. An old transmission lost in the warp and recovered only now. Is it worthy of our attention? The Great Divide torments the galaxy. The resources of the Adeptus Mechanicus are stretched thin. We are weaker than ever, though the Imperium at large knows it not. This represents an unknown but possible key to victory. An opportunity to research, perhaps avert the ill fate that has befallen us. The transmission's origin is Silva Tenebris, part of the Emissus Solaris with an Ultima Segmentum. Search the roles, Hereditas, gather them. The names... 4 months later. Whoever finds this transmission and follows me here, give thanks that you will see what I have seen. But be wary, my fellow seekers of knowledge. Whatever lies beneath this world, I fear. I hope I have woken it. I came to this world to investigate its ruins, but I found so much more. Terrors, yes, threats to body and soul, but by the Omniscia I found such wonders. This is the last transmission of Magos Rizak. He vanished while on an exploratory mission to investigate Xeno structures on Silver Tenebris. Hypothesis: he found something. Our mission on this world is to ascertain any Xenos presence and, if we find it, eliminate it as a threat to the Imperium. The opening of the Great Divide means we can call on no additional support from the Forge Worlds. We must achieve this with the troops and resources we bring with us. Benefit analysis. Peace for sector. Knowledge for mankind. Potential opportunity. An opportunity to destroy the works of the Xenos Scaevola, not appropriate them. The Muscurian manuscripts verse 619. What the enemy built, let it be made asunder, for to us it will be as a house of sand and knives. Magi, we approaching the target coordinates. Okay, so the warning symbols seem appropriate. There she is. Temperate climate, atmosphere standard, breathable. My Skitari troops should be able to operate down there without trouble. Are they ready to make a landfall? As soon as we're in a stable orbit, Magos. Administratum records indicate a single colony, St. Eckhard's Hope, on the surface near the Xenos ruins. No contact recorded in 2 centuries, colony presumed failed. The Skitari will deploy to the surface near the ruins along with a team of tech priests under my direct command. I shall monitor them from the command throne on board. Service Skull Redditus will serve as my eyes at the surface. We make landfall at once. Yes, Magus. I'll set up a forward command post. Arizak's transmission looked like it came from underground. We'll secure any entrances to the underground structure so your tech priests can begin the exploration. Okay, Agrolek sector located. This tomb reeks of stale, dusty antiquity. Its once stern architecture is littered with debris and tarnished with the patina of age. Here and there fissures in the structure cast feeble light over cracked and tarnished metal. The tomb was once brutalist and oppressive, as if designed to crush the spirits of its inhabitants. It is no less intimidating now, but instead of invoking a merciless guiding intelligence, it speaks only of decline and of death. This place seems abandoned at first glance, but as the exploratory troops move through its hushed corridors, the ancient dust stirs and something long dead begins to take on a facsimile of life. Are Necrons technically dead? Going by fragmentary information, it looks like a buried tomb structure. Then the sword of the Omniscia is ready to fall. We deploy immediately. Let secrets of the worlds equal 0. Destruction is not possible from orbit, Vedex. The structure is too deeply buried. And Scaevola, I have no intention of plundering whatever trinkets I can find from this place. Okay. The exploratory unit of tech priests is inside the tomb and ready to proceed, Magos. There is no telling what we will find. My men will hold the perimeter in case of the unexpected. It would be folly to commit our whole manpower to the unknown, especially when the potential of a moral threat exists that the Skitarii are less able to withstand. I have the greatest respect for my Skitarii, but they are still far from the ascension that Tech Priest affords. I agree, Subdomina. I shall lead the mission in person from the command throne. Servus Skull Redditus shall be my eyes and ears on the ground. Omnis shall be praised, we're going in. Okay. That is Mechanicus are a curious breed. They explore and interact with machines they do not fully understand. Okay, tutorial. Like a true tech priest, you must experiment in order to learn. I help you out this one time, okay. Left mouse button on the adjacent room to move. But where do I start? Ah, I can... okay, here. I like the visuals of this. These Xenos hieroglyphs, I know of them. They are my endures, Necrons, mysterious, ill-researched, corruptive. This could be a rare example of the Necron language, Magos. We have barely any knowledge of it. Collecting data from this obelisk could move our understanding of the language ahead for the first time in centuries. This is a work of the alien Magos. Codex Fulminatus 8312. Show caution and scorn in all things. Sometimes tech priests will feedback important information about what they encounter in a room. These situations will require you, our commander, to make decisions. There will be consequences, so choose wisely. Okay, ahead is an obelisk-like object covered in what can only be described as hieroglyphic symbols. There. It almost reaches the tall ceiling of this chamber. Scrutinize, examine the inscriptions, secure, check for potential dangers, or scourge, destroy the obelisk. It is a monument to the alien and must fall. Sure, scourge it. Are you detecting a massive energy spike from the tomb? Something's happening in there. Something huge. Noctilus, the source detected, also known as Blackstone. Request collection immediate. Blackstone code are placing demolition charges on the obelisk. When, without a warning, it splits open and a burst of exotic particles flood the chamber. Blackstone, okay. I'm guessing there are splits in the path later on. Okay, I have an apprentice, Magus, and 5 servitors. Necrons. Rizak did encounter them after all. No wonder he didn't make it off this planet. Every datum we have says they are as deadly as they are inhumane. The core encounters resistance in the form of Xenos constructs, not flesh and blood creatures, but artificial bodies that move with precision and coordination. Okay. Consistency. Follow the established combat engagement protocols. It shall be done by the book. Caution. Exercise extreme caution. Do not charge in too heedlessly, lest the trickery of the alien be our downfall. Crusade. Aggressive stance of tech priest ensures they will not be outmaneuvered, but risks their running headlong into the fire of the enemy. First off, consistency. Xenos form detected. Confirmed. Reduced cogitators now function for synthetic forms. Overwhelming excitement. Finally, we can study this standard construct. Necron warrior. Weak spots detected. None concerning. I wonder about the symbols emblazoned on the torsos. It must... Do not underestimate ghost weaponry, highly volatile. This is true. I have heard our brothers and sisters of the Mechanicus have lost their lives trying to solve the mysteries of these Xenos weapons. Approach with caution. It is also, double-checking cogitators, widely known that they will self-repair, reanimate, or reconstruct themselves if left the time to do so. Wounds that will instantly kill a Skitari are the equivalent to a Class C graze to Necrons. Okay, battle tutorial. Okay, start of battle. Deploy only on the highlighted fields. I have 2 enemies. Looks like 2 enemies. I didn't check what weapons I have. Okay, movement basically like XCOM? Is there cover? Okay. So I'm guessing I should probably go for one of them first. Okay, the cognition points, cogwheel, represent the valuable information tech priest are harvesting. Okay. It harvests automatically. Good. Okay, so the stored down here. And now, Silver Skull, collect 1 cognition point, reveal an enemy to this. Okay. The Macro Stubber, single target range attack. Probably not that good. Oh, that's an interesting one. Because I have not yet revealed the statistics. Every tech priest has their own Silver Skull, that's good to know. Very helpful. Okay, so I can put them on the obelisks to gather cognition or reveal stats. Reveal the statistic stats of this enemy. Knowing your enemy's stats will greatly increase your chance of success. Okay. Okay, service cards reveal HP, physical armor, and energy armor statistics. You then decide what weapon types physical or energy work best against this enemy, against this target. So, he has... I can no longer do anything. I will go there then. I could go on for cognition point cost, I believe that says. Okay, so... Okay, so there is line of sight, but it isn't shown. You have an axe. Machine Spirit, immobilize the target. Machine Spirit plus 2 damage. I do not have enough. That means... Oh, it shows me whether I can attack. Okay, you're just about to move using cognition movement. This happens when you move within the orange movement outline. Confirming your movement will use CP, allowing your attack priest to move fast. I expected that, yes. But since he's melee, it's kinda needed. Okay, when you enter melee combat and adjacent square to the enemy, you're unable to use a ranged weapons, instead too dangerous to use at close range. Okay. Wanted to slap him anyway. Only 1 damage. Then 1 cognition point. Gather up this one. Now you just stand there. Oh, they restock. Need cognition point CP to deploy troops. Okay. Okay, so you can call in additional members every turn. They have a servo arm, so they are pure melee. Okay, then you shoot at this... Now out of range, then you shoot at this guy. It's not a reveal test, that's it. Then you hide behind the obelisk. Okay. Attack of opportunity and melee when the enemy goes out. With, yeah, free melee attack. Only 1 opportunity attack per round, okay. When servitors are hit in combat, tech priests take an interest, quickly noting down damage angles, projectile speeds, and other useful combat information to be used later against enemies. Okay. This is represented by gaining a condition point. Servitors are a very useful unit in all your missions, I guess. You've gathered enough cognition points to be able to use a CP-powered weapon. Some weapons like the Phosphor Serpenta require CP to use. Look to the right hand side of each action to learn the CP cost of that action. Yeah, that's 2. So this is an attack that reveals Stats. And it killed him. Okay, killing Necrons isn't simple. Necrons are made of a self-repairing metal that is able to knit together dismembered limbs and gaping wounds. Call this the reanimation protocol. When a Necron is in the reanimation protocol, they're unable to fight, but will return to fighting conditions soon. Dealing any amount of damage to a Necron in this protocol state will destroy them indefinitely. I doubt it. Anyway, I can now move here and punch the other guy. Okay, so you don't need to destroy them if all of them are down. Good to know. And all Xeno life forms purged. But they're not life forms. Okay, HP carries over. Look for opportunities to repair. And there are empty rooms as well. Hypothesis formulation, sarcophagi, coffins, burial places, structural purpose designation, tomb. In the chambers ahead are several groups of structures like upright coffins of an unknown material. Ignore. Do not tarry to observe the works of the alien. Press on and avoid any distractions. Intrigue. Ensure you observe your surroundings carefully. Detailed pictographs and readings may be the key to success. Or ignite. Make sure you destroy any structure that looks suspicious. It is worth pausing in advance to do harm to the Xenos abominations. Just make photos. They're waking up. I shouldn't have taken photos. They did not actually wake up, apparently. I'd expected a fight if he says that. After exploring the chamber for several minutes, a tile underfoot clicks. The sound of whirring energy builds up around your troops. A quick omnispec scan reveals you're surrounded on all sides by Xenos life forms. Oh, I like that visual. Two Necron warriors again. And I can deploy additional servitors at the beginning because I have cognition points. Okay, good to know. Okay, Mechanicus are two types of units to control. Tech priests, the two units you've already commanded, and troops, such as the one you've just deployed on the battlefield. Troops are your servants and cannon fodder. They don't have access to as many weapons and skills as tech priests. However, they're useful and shouldn't be overlooked. Okay. That a servitor is cannon fodder I could have guessed. Canticles. Single target melee attack triggers an opportunity attack. So for that I need to be in range. Oh, and here collect one additional cognition point when hit by enemy. Good to know. You go grab the cognition there. And go here. You should be out of range. You select a weapon that is not in range of any target. Look for weapons icon to appear on your desired target and check the range of the weapon. Okay. But I can go ahead and reveal the stats. So quite a bit of damage swing on the weapons apparently. Go here. Shoot him. Shoot him. Okay, so he has energy armor and he has physical armor. This should mean I can punch him, and collect the cognition from it. I also noticed that servitors cannot use cognition points. Which I'm not really... Can uptake scarabs. Oh. What are those? Opportunity equals knowledge. Gather. Must obtain required. Scarabs detected. Surf started surfacing. Source started surfacing. No life forms detected. Are you sure about that? Verify your cogitators, then tell me what surface from Magus Resex cogitators. Scarabs of an unknown Xenos race. Biology synthetic. Possible artificial intelligence. Once specimens gathered, AI theory equals false. Personal recording. Weeks of study show there are many variants of Scarab, each with their own roles within the Xenos economy and architecture. Able to build and deconstruct anything they encounter, they are able to repair other units within their species with lightning speed. Be warned, they are deadly in large swarms. It appears the machine spirit is with us. We've been able to access some more of Rezak's data that we thought that was corrupt. It must be due to us recording these Xenos forms that the machine spirit has blessed us with access to those cogitator records. It's unsure why he would lock this under a synthetic proximity encryption for gameplay. So that's a gameplay factor then. Can I shoot those? Put another servitor here. So they have a melee attack. Oh, you cannot shoot through other units. Good to know. You should have your servo skull up. Oh, so that's the reanimation protocol. Servitor 000001 has died. Do not worry, troops are cannon fodder designed to protect your tech priests from enemy attacks. Without tech priests, your mission will fail. Okay, servitors are officially worthless. The Necron you just attacked has been teleported away to somewhere far beyond our reach. In practical terms, this means you have killed the target. Only like... not really. I like this guy with his weird gun. Can I check? So, one step forward, shoot him, and then move back again. Damage absorbed. So I would have dealt 2 damage, but because he has armor, it didn't work. Gather up cognition. So that gathers a maximum of 1 cognition. So Service Guard gathers a maximum 1 cognition, that's good to know. In that case I should use them as often as possible if I don't need them to scan enemies. Okay, so from here I can shoot, but here the servitor would be in the way. All weapons have sacred machine spirits within them. The more you use a weapon, the more charged it becomes. When a machine spirit is charged, you gain a buff to the attack of that weapon. Each weapon's machine spirit will charge at a different rate. This is shown underneath the weapon's icon. When you select a weapon, you'll see the buffs on the machine spirits within the tooltip. Okay, so this one is +1 damage. And because he's directly next to him when he died, we get cognition. Okay. Good to know that cognition is just gathered automatically. All Xeno life forms purged. Which is wrong in both occasions, since it's neither life forms nor has it been purged. Okay. This symbol represents a location of significance important to your mission. Entering these rooms brings you close to the end of a mission. Big one, okay. Negative signs of hostile forces. Seeking permission to proceed with data collection protocols. Confirmed permission authorized. Acknowledged Marga's protocol begins. What is primary focus, sire? Knowledge of Necron forces, numbers, defenses, locations, any form of data on how many remain on this rock. Secondary source, the purpose of this tomb, why it was built. Interface devices all but eroded. There is one device that may hold answers, but Necron data looms are incomprehensible to Imperium Archaeotech. This might take a while. If I may take host of this priest, I could be of assistance. Approved. No spheric interface incomplete. Halt to decipher purpose. A list of suggestions. Magos. Deconstruct device. Activate switch. Activate switch mechanisms. Learn Necron language and return later. What will it be, sire? Always so meticulous with your lists, Tech Acquisitor. Engage on Xenos mechanism, although I detest to do so. The promises of the rewards are too great to ignore. Having to lower ourselves to the Xenos learnings may be the only way to reach the archaeotech we seek. Protocol updated. Confusion. Noospheric interference. Disconnected once. Purged. Reset. Noospheric disconnect complete. Possible scrap code. Will fragment now. Fragmenting. Sire, we have unfavorable issue to deal with requesting Dominus input. Fragmenting. Explain. As Tech Acquisitor Scaevola left suddenly, my cogitators glitched, augmentations entered sporadic reaction protocols and have vital sign regitories. Unclear of full damage report. Necron device is now activated, sire. Fragmenting. That takes a while. Remove yourself from the nose first, Scaevola. Ready to report. The tomb is waking, sire. Reports from Skitari cohorts across the planet note that tremors vex their locals. We've lost contact with the Skitari that were covering the entrance to this tomb. We can hear noises of approaching forces. Improve protection protocols, load weapons and ready for what is to come. We must face the Xenos.
I wake with the turning of aeons. Stars yet burn, life yet blossoms. Is it truly time?
Actual English. Thrones of Mars, what was that? An omnilinguistic transmission, Magos. It seems these mute constructs are not the only inhabitants of the structure.
What is this? Flesh and steel combined. A mockery of both. Their every footstep a blasphemy. What manner of galaxy is this into which I have awoken?
Principal Xenos Warform sighted. Exonic energy signatures past sensor range. Designate Xenos Abominatus. High value target confirmed. A hunt is on. What are your orders, Megas? Okay, the cohort reaches a large chamber beneath the first layers of the Xenos ruins. Bridges stretch from balancing platforms, barely holding themselves together, while rubble falls from the high walkways like breadcrumbs, escaping into the abyss below. Okay, capture. Contain the Xenos and return to the casters, metallic and intact, so they can be vivisected and studied. Fall back, get the tech priest out of there. Stand ground, annihilate the Xenos filled with righteous fury. So I'm pretty sure you cannot win that fight. I concur, Magos, but I fear this foe will not give us leave to depart.
Insects. This galaxy is infested with vermin.
Green light flickers into life from within the shadows. The Goa prepares for the worst as skeletal skeletons start to form in front of the shadows. Okay, tech priests must escape. It's the final battle of the tutorial. Apply what you have learned and strive to obtain victory. Okay, 41st Millennium is a brutal place. You may lose this battle, but not the war. Mechanicus, there are many alternate paths to discover. Okay. I only have 3 servitors left. Void Admiral Agrolog, okay. Why are those red? Oh, are there gonna be more teleported in? You go a step. No, you go a step back. Then put in a servitor. Or two. Okay, I blocked myself. Reveal is at 40. Okay, so the best option... Wait, is that guy large? Can he fit through smaller pathways? What are these, though? Can I shoot those? No. Okay, always use the silver skulls, I guess. 6 with energy armor. How much armor does this guy have? So. Ah, it shows up here. He has 5 energy armor.
I sailed the void for 1,000 years. I fought the war in heaven. What can you do to strike fear in one such as I?
So I think I have an idea of what I could do. I'm not gonna put that one on the field right now. And I noticed he switched his armor type. You gather that cognition. Range 15 meters. So you could technically hit him now. But I also noticed it only shows the stats, not any abilities or what attacks they have. Wonder if there's a way to research that later on. But considering that he didn't shoot the servitor, I guess his range is too small.
How dare these wretched things stand before the Void Admiral of Cesaragon?
Okay, so as I guessed, he can't move through the small spaces, but he's a chunky boy. You are first, so you wait here. Oh! So I delayed his turn. Moves him to the back. Okay. Now we summon the servitor here. Grab the cognition. And remove ourselves. You go here. Do I punch him? Yeah. Does he have counterattacks? He does not. You gather up this cognition back there. And also remove yourself. You can actually go even further. Okay, good to know. Gotta leave you there for now.
When my fleet sails once more, vermin like you shall be strung from my prow.
Damage absorbed, I guessed that. But as I mentioned, I guess he cannot move through the small gap there. Delay. Move you up here to collect cognition.
Do not think to challenge us, we who killed our gods.
He doesn't seem to have a ranged attack with him. I should have moved earlier. He also doesn't have an attack of opportunity, apparently. You just run away. And I thought he could not move through the smaller areas, but apparently he can. The guard successfully escaped the Xenos life forms. Good. Okay, report Capra. Well, we got the squad out alive, Magos. That has to count as a victory under circumstances. We encountered a Necron warform of capability well beyond our expectations. Yes, I didn't need to hold my emotional engrams. However, one battle won is not a success. We will eventually face losses on this mission. When this happens, we must press on beyond our failures to reach success. And there's something else. The reanimation. Okay, the Necrons are waking up. It started when Rizak stumbled on the tomb, but our arrival is accelerating the process. That obelisk may have been a form of intruder alarm, and now the sarcophagi and tomb are starting to open. Then we no longer enjoy the luxury of time. Whatever we do in Silver Tenebris, it must be done before the Necrons awaken completely. We do not even know yet how far the tomb complex extends. We under the gun then. Omniscia preservers of our duty is ever easy. I return sorrow and despair from my emotional course, but I see they lack the logic to determine decision making. Instead, I choose to quarantine them and adjust our approach. The word of the Omniscia teaches us that when one method fails, another must be sought until all are exhausted. And what are your orders, Magos? The Skitari will explore the tomb chamber by chamber and maintain a foothold. My tech priests will be deployed to achieve crucial objectives and respond to crises. Time may be affected, but our mission can only be achieved with the thoroughness of a full deployment. I shall mobilize the Skitari immediately, Magos. Opportunity detected. Leader forms of Necrons rarely/never observed. Potential of intelligence on Necrons added to sum total of human knowledge. Imperative. Focus on acquiring artifacts intelligence data from... Hold your blasphemous tongue, Scaevola. You counsel the abandonment of our very souls. Life of Archmagus Borasus, Appendix 9. Our only objective should be death to the alien and all his works. All else is deviance from the Omniscia Creed. If intelligence gain equals true, then go to victory. Aphorism retrieval. To face an enemy unknown is to fight in the dark. Better in ignorance than in heresy. I return frustration at your conflict and choose to experience it. There will be bloodshed enough on Silver Tenebris without the Magi coming to blows. In our purpose we are united. This is the will of the Omniscia. And it shall be done. Yes, it shall be done. Magos, the readings from the tomb are troubling. The Skitari have been monitoring the structure we uncovered, and what they have found gives me grave concern. Explain, xenobiologists. Okay, the Necron construct forms are waking up. It seems Magus Rizek accidentally began the process and our intrusion into the structure hastened it. These Necron reanimation protocols are continuing in the tomb we entered. From the energy spikes across the region, there are other structures yet to be uncovered. Okay, apparently clicking stops the quote-unquote voice acting. Okay, my plan for the exploration of Silver Tenebris will locate these structures and contain the constructs within. That may not be enough, Magos. I have detected a repeating pattern in the reanimation protocols and to rate the Necrons awakening. They are speeding up. Can you be certain? The Necrons are machines. Machines act according to patterns and programs. If the reanimation protocols continue to accelerate, they will fully awaken every Necron on this planet in 264 hours. Given the extent of the buried structures, that will constitute a Necron army beyond this mission's ability to contain. I see, then our time here is limited. Strategic calculations indicate time spent deployed on missions will affect the overall number of missions we'll be able to deploy. I will send Skitari scouting parties to discover other tombs and create forward positions for your high priority missions, sire. If the threat on Silver Tenebris is not assessed and eliminated before full reanimation is reached, we will be forced to abandon the planet. Okay. Top left corner of the screen is the Necron Awakening meter. It shows you how many Necron tombs have awoken on Silver Tenebris. Try and gather as much information tech before reaching 100%. I fear they are right. I feel fear too. That is part of my humanity I've chosen to retain. But I can quarantine it in my neural walls and choose instead to focus on what must be done. We must choose our missions wisely. It will not be easy. Amnesia did not send us here to do anything easy. The threat to humanity present on this world will be eliminated, or we shall not leave. Thus the equation is balanced. It is the will of the machine god. Verdammt. Okay. Acropus sector located. This tomb is bathed in sickly green lights that serves not to illuminate, but only to make the shadows deeper. Every surface seems connected via filaments of alien light. The design here speaks of Xenos tech heresy. Forbidden knowledge in the structure is alive and aware as anything inhabiting it. Early exploratory readings indicate the walls are made of substances not known to the rituals of metallurgy. Abstract designs carved into the subjects suggest unknown regions of space mapped according to some alien understanding. The weight of such blasphemy slows the step of the first troops to enter here. The heresies of knowledge are deadly enough, but it seems unlikely they are the only dangers here. We come to the Caestus Metallicon, an Arc Mechanicus class battleship. This class of ship is one of the largest in the Imperium and is only afforded to the Adeptus Mechanicus. Gotta store the servitor somewhere. Okay, from here you'll be able to customize your tech priest and prepare for the missions ahead. You can select missions from the character portraits on the left of the screen. Before we go on a mission, we should inspect and equip our tech priests. Head over to the cohort tab here. Welcome to the cohort quarters. Here you can see all the available tech priests and troop units currently unlocked. Troop units are shown at the top of the screen. Okay, here you can see what skills each troop has available and our statistics for each unit. Okay, tech priests on the bottom 6. And troops are up here. And apparently we get some large ones as well later on. Servitors. Okay, Megas Manarius and Jeremiah. Jeremiah was the guy with the axe. Okay. Welcome to the Tech Priest customization screen. There are many ways to customize a Tech Priest. You can change their weapons, body augments, backpack upgrades and more. Head to the, okay, you can upgrade your Tech Priest. Head to the Disciplines button near Tech Priest's portrait now. Disciplines. This is a discipline screen. From here you can upgrade your Tech Priest using Blackstone. Each discipline is focused on a different playstyle. Select one of the skills from one of the 6 discipline skill trees now. So apparently this is just Explorator. Oh. Rights of range. Okay. So I can choose from anything on here apparently, and we have 7 different classes here. Okay. Modern AI efforts to reach and far into the unknown space, searching for lost are clear techno species and even new worlds. So he is just fast boy. He's just a fast boy for melee. Sakita is a master of man and machine. They wield the often rare trait of charisma. With their inspiring leadership, they are able to multiply the efficiency of Skitari tenfold. I thought Skitari were lobotomized. Well, was that only the servitors? Okay, troop units gain +1 damage. 4 meters movement, 15% critical chance, 7 protocol soul skull, okay? Ah, this shows directly whether it costs cognition points, okay. Choose between 2 canticles. 2 damage to all troops on an next attack, +2 energy armor, and +2 physical armor to all troops for 1 round. Cognitive canicism -1 cooldown. Call in a troops unit instantly anywhere on the map, okay? Attack Auxilium. An overlocked discipline detects Auxilium, takes on tasks that other tech priests avoid. They added oil within an engine to keep the great Mechanicus cog running as smoothly as they can. Support class. Your next weapon attack's cognition cost is reduced by 2 cognition points. Cool. That's a protocol service skull. Tech priest unit gains +1 physical armor. Choose between 2 canticles. So this is the same for tech priest instead of for troops. Reactor field generators gain -1 cooldown, +2 field defense. Okay. Cast a canticle for free. I still don't know what canticles are, so... Lex Mechanic. Okay, rigorous catalogers. Lex Mechanics compile, analyze, and run data entry tasks. They are capable of finding valuable data among indecipherable texts, maps, or other obscure forms such as enemy weakness and battle. Enhanced analytics. Can generate 1 cognition point at the beginning of the unit's turn if the gorge is empty. Okay, collect all the cognition points from one source instead of only one. +1 cognition point gained on killing a target. Scan SF -1 cooldown. Overcharged cognition. So you get cognition if you get punched. Okay. Engine Z. Unlike other priest, Engine Z is found to serve on almost every Imperial planet in the galaxy, seeing to the well-being and maintenance of all things mechanical. Is this my healer? Grants the target of any negative effects. Restore 1 HP at the end of the unit's turn, okay. Use 1 target for 3 HP. Curatio clause of -1 cooldown and restore 2 more HP. So apparently, restore all HP on all tech priests or restore all HP on all troops. Apparently, if I read this correctly, there's a weapon or like an equipment that restores HP. Dominus, heavily trained in the art of war, using the skills to monitor and calculate highly complex battle maneuvers in the blink of an eye. So +4 range damage. No, +4 range for ranged weapons. Damage is here. Deals 1 damage to target. The servo skull, okay. Machine spirit attacks deal +2 damage. Energeia enhances cost less cognition. No melee weapon is equipped. Gain. This is the opposite to this then. With range instead of movement, okay. Xenorate. Secretive Xenorites seek to understand and even use dangerous alien technology. Theirs is the discipline that could reap the greatest rewards and the foulest corruption. Okay, we still 1 HP at the beginning of the unit's turn. We still need Necrodermis or something? Craft technology, gain +1 to damage. After making an attack, the unit loses 1 HP. Okay. Gain 5% crit chance per missing HP. Restore 3 HP. Once per battle, revive the attack base at the beginning of its next turn with 10 HP. So you basically become a Necron here. Just gonna go, you have the axe, I'm gonna go melee for you. In order to upgrade, you must have enough Blackstone. You rank up, you gain augment slot skills and body parts. Okay. Having a diverse team is advised, however, the choice is all yours. Tech priests can be multidisciplined, meaning they can learn skills from more than one discipline. Okay, you have enough augment capacity to equip this tech priest with a weapon. You can see the capacity amount for items within its tooltip. Drag a weapon onto a slot using a left mouse. It will take up one of your tech priest augment capacity slots. To gain more AC slots, upgrade your tech priest. So, power axe. And the blast pistol you had. Oh, can I equip multiple? Unplug. Oh, I can I can take multiple of those. Okay. Can I take multiple axes? Doesn't appear that way. Unfortunate. Okay, then other magos. So I can upgrade you too, I'm guessing. Also costs 121. And you just take 2 of those. And I can rename them. Okay. And the servitor. Oh, wait a second. Is that single target ranged attack? Okay. That's not the heavy weapon the other guy had. Tech. Okay, this is a list of technologies collected so far. You can find tech, such as weapons or items on missions, or as a reward for completing missions. There's a collection of weapon blueprints you have found so far. Yeah, STCs, yes. I have the axe. And I have the phosphor blast pistol. Okay. So weapons, support. Mechadendrites? No, troops. And what level they have achieved so far? Servitors, level 1. Okay. Okay. Ship upgrades. And these are your Canticles, also known as Canticles of the Omnishire. These are praise that can be used in-game, okay? Canticles are unlocked by completing the quests that are listed on each locked Canticle. Once the quest for Canticle is complete, you'll be able to then take the Canticle on missions that use its incredible abilities. So I have the Litany of Life, if I see this correctly. Kill one boss, scan 12 Necrons. Apparently quite a few of them. And it appears, if I see this correctly, but like, move 400 meters, move 2000 meters, move 5000 meters. suffer attacks, suffer energy attacks, perform energy attacks. Like, yeah, this is basically just stuff that happens automatically. Kill bosses, scan necrons, use canticles. So, complete 5 missions, complete 10 missions. So, complete missions without canticles and use canticles are the only ones that I actually actively need to look for. Oh, and these give me the different deployments I can take. Necron Warriors and Scarabs. So, difficulty, expected enemies, reward, Orkite Blast, a single target ranged attack, deals 6 to 8 damage, energy damage to target. Quite a lot. Oh, that requires 2 augments. So it's a two-handed weapon. Omnispecs. The Omnispec carries a Raptor class machine spec capable of reading and data signal zoom range. Target has a 50% chance to miss you with its attack for 1 round, okay? There's one Macro Stubber. And the Coratio Claw. Okay, so that's how that works. Good. Tutorial done. I do not think I'll play on for now. I'll do that some other time. But I'll leave it at here for now. As such, good night.